So in our previous video about Google's WHOOP competitor, we already talked about the concept, the screenless approach, and even Stephen Curry being spotted testing it in public, but one key detail was missing. What is this thing actually called? Well, now we know. This is reportedly going to be the Google Fitbit Air, and that name alone already tells you what Google is aiming for. This isn't trying to be another smartwatch, and it's not even trying to be a traditional fitness band. The whole idea here is to build something that just sits on your wrist, tracks everything in the background, and doesn't demand your attention throughout the day. No screen, no notifications, just pure passive tracking. Now, instead of going over all the basics again, what's more interesting is how Google is positioning this differently. This feels less like a piece of hardware and more like a system built around your data, because without a display, everything shifts to the app experience, and that's where Google is clearly doubling down. The real story here is AI. Google has already started bringing Google Gemini into Fitbit through its new health coach. Just this month, Google expanded its Gemini-powered personal health coach to 37 countries. It's moving beyond simple step counting and is now deep diving into metrics like VO2 max and heart rate recovery to build what they call adaptive action plans. If the AI sees you had a rough night of sleep, it doesn't just report the data. It can actually rewrite your workout for the day inside the app. And the Fitbit Air could be the first device built around that idea from day one, where it's not just tracking your data, but actually using it to guide you. And that's exactly how they're planning to take on players like WHOOP and even the Oura Ring. But Google might have an edge here, not in hardware, but in accessibility. Instead of locking everything behind a subscription from day one, the expectation is you'll be able to buy the Fitbit Air outright, use the core tracking for free, and only pay if you want those deeper AI-driven insights through Fitbit Premium. That shift alone could make a big difference, because one of the biggest complaints in this category has always been the subscription model. And if Google gets this balance right, it could bring a lot more people into this kind of passive fitness tracking. That said, there are still a few big unknowns. Battery life is going to be a huge factor for something like this. Accuracy is another, especially when it's going up against some very established players. And then there's the big one: how good is the AI actually going to be in real world use? Because that's what this entire product seems to hinge on. As for when we'll see it, nothing's officially confirmed yet. But with everything lining up and Google already starting to tease it publicly, it's very likely we'll hear more at Google I/O in May 2026. This isn't a new idea. Brands like WHOOP have already proven it works, but for Google, this is a big test, not of the form factor, but of whether their AI can actually make it better. Peace.